is Meera Hoffman, and this is our last video in the full body series. We'll be going over some fantastic techniques for the head and neck and shoulders. So stay tuned for some great modalities that you can use to relieve tension in those areas. We'll begin by working on the face, placing our thumbs between the eyebrows and slowly tracing them upwards to the hairline. And we'll do the same thing, kind of fanning outwards, doing slow, long, relaxing strokes, and taking our time, and applying kind of a gentle to medium pressure here. And you can see her skin is already starting to flush a little bit with circulation. And continuing to work the full surface of the forehead. This is a very relaxing massage, being able to work on the face and scalp and shoulders. It can help relieve tension, headaches, and stress. I'm just encouraging your partner to relax. Moving onto the temples and doing some slow circular movements with my fingertips. Just drawing the energy around the temples, up and around. And we can slowly move our fingers into the jaw. This is really fantastic if you have TMJ or find that you clench your jaw at night. We often tend to hold back or bite our tongues, so to speak. And so working into the masseter muscle, the muscle in the jaw, can help release tension from this area, both physically and energetically. Just making some small circles, working the full length of this muscle. And coming into the jawbone. And really just trying to cover the full surface area. Can use our thumbs to sweep downwards along the muscle, just encouraging it to relax and unwind. Oftentimes we don't realize it, but clenching our jaw can create tension into the neck and also contribute to headaches as well. So making sure to save some time for this area during the massage is always well appreciated. And I'm not using any oil or lotion at this time. If I have a client that has sensitive skin, or if I have access to a sink, I normally like to wash my hands before I start this work. You don't really need any oil or lotion. Continuing to complete work in this area. Slowly working out the jawline. Just giving some nice pressure above and below the jaw. Into the chin. And then we can come to trace the cheekbone as well. So just placing my fingertips slowly up and back down. And just working nice and thoroughly. And returning back to where the jaw connects by the ear. And we can even do some nice circles around the eyes, tracing up and around. This feels really fantastic if you have allergies or sinus pressure, just kind of relieving and encouraging the lymph to flow. And then fanning out the forehead, using our thumbs, placing them down in the center line, and then sweeping outwards. I'm going to use a little bit of lotion to work into the neck before we come back to the scalp to close. So just using a very small amount, you don't need very much. I'm going to scoop underneath the neck muscles on either side of the spine. And just slowly pulling my fingers towards myself, towards the top of the head. Again, just tuning into those areas that feel tight, that you identified earlier in our full body sequence. And really, this is such a simple move. All I'm doing is just kind of pulling my fingers back towards me, feeling for any areas of tension, and just applying that nice static pressure in any of those areas that feel tight. And working all the way up to the base of the skull, the occiput. There's several really small muscles that run in there that feel really fantastic to be worked on. And we'll come and work down the front of the neck as well. You can use your thumbs or the fingers. Kind of flush downward and making sure not to hang out or put a lot of pressure on any area that has a pulse. That will cut off blood circulation to the brain and doesn't feel good. So passing over it is fine, but just not a lot of deep pressure there. And again, returning as we sweep out over the shoulders. Scoop underneath. Just really taking your time with these movements, giving yourself to really melt in, and giving your client permission to relax a little bit deeper. I'm gonna rotate Karina's head to one side. This is gonna give me a little bit more access to the side of her neck. So I'm gonna work on tracing, doing some thumb circles on the SCM, sternocleidomastoid muscle, which runs from her sternum and clavicle all the way up to the mastoid process. Move a little bit more laterally and target some of those smaller scalene muscles. And just doing some nice circles here, all the way to the clavicle. And then we can just come around and scoop around the shoulder using a loose fist. Trace up the back of the neck. Working into that tension. Coming all the way into that occipital ridge. Also use my thumb to revisit those areas that were tight. So kind of right in here, and Karina. Just using my thumb to apply some direct pressure, rotating it a little bit back and forth. Trace down to the shoulder, and out the edge of the shoulder. And follow that with just a nice open palm before we turn and do the same thing on the other side. Shoulder and neck. Can slowly use our fingers or thumb to do some nice circles on the SCM, the sternocleidomastoid. A second pass, targeting the scalenes a little bit more so they're a little bit more lateral. And then draw your hand into a loose fist. We'll slowly iron up the back of the neck, avoiding any areas that feel bony. So if you find a bony spot, either shifting your hand back a little bit more until you reach the edge of the occiput. And then we'll use our thumb again to create some nice focus pressure into any areas that felt tight. Release tension. I'm working out the edge of the shoulder. And then we'll draw backwards to bring your head back to center. And we'll close with some nice relaxing scalp massage. Just doing some circular motions with our fingers. Really working nice and thoroughly over the entire surface of the scalp. And come back and give a little bit of love at the top of the neck and the base of the skull. We're drawing our hands all the way out. And off of our client. Thank you for watching this video. Again, my name is Meera Hoffman. You can find out more about me and my practice at meerahoffman.com. Make sure that you favorite this video so you can come back and watch it with a friend. And subscribe to the Psychetruth YouTube channel. We have thousands of videos to help empower you in your journey to health and wellness. Thank you.